So Nayda, as a registered nurse, tell me a little bit about what inspired you to own a home instead senior care company.
Well, I have practiced as a registered nurse, being in management as well as a consultant for many years, over 25 years in senior care. And I must say that I have witnessed the life of seniors in a facility, a nursing home or an assisted living facility. And while I think that there are several facilities out there that do a very good job, the seniors are at their happiest when they're staying at home. So when I had the opportunity to own my own business, I thought that home care for seniors would be a wonderful thing to do. So I have practice every skill and knowledge that I've gained for the past 25 years in taking care of the elderly population and incorporated them into running home instead senior care, and I just love it. I have a lot of passion for this job, a lot of compassion for seniors, and I make sure that I look for people that I hire who share those same values.
What are the challenges that you have faced being an owner of home instead?
Well, you know, the challenges are mostly from meeting daughters like myself who are faced with taking care of their elderly parents and not quite knowing where to turn to. And I used to have that very personal experience. And while I'm a nurse and I know the senior care industry very well, I felt that it's different when you're in the shoes of someone who is the daughter and has now lost that aspect of your relationship because you're so busy being a caregiver. And so I see the challenge both in the seniors themselves who are now losing their independence, who are feeling a little bit afraid of staying at home by themselves, and yet are doing everything to resist being in a nursing home. And they're trying to find ways to be independent but need that extra help. And home instead senior care is a solution for that. Now, on the other side of it is the challenges of the children, and particularly the daughters who have the responsibility for caring for their elderly parents. I find that it's hard for them to give up the care. There's a little bit of guilt involved, and there's a little bit of challenge with balancing their family life, their children, their work life. But they find that after having caregivers care for their parents, it actually improves their relationship with their parents. And not only that, but they're able to take care of themselves as well because now they have more time to do that. So,
and in what way do you support the families?
Well, we support them by providing the care that our very qualified and trained caregivers would do. We become an extension of the family. We become the eyes and ears for the children when they cannot be there. And it allows them to feel that they're still caring for their parents, but in a way where they're not really there because they have other things to attend to. And it becomes a very wonderful relationship, and a lot of times our caregivers develop friendship with the clients and the family that we are taking care of. So at Home Instead, we're very aware of the fact and recognize that when we have a client, we're not only taking care of the senior, we're also taking care of the family as well.
Well, my next question is actually that. You are such an advocate for the elderly, and you are known within the community as a voice who speaks for, a part of the population who cannot normally speak for themselves. Tell me about what inspires you to be this voice and to be the strength behind this.
I see our elderly clients almost on a daily basis, and or I talk to several of them on the phone. I see their suffering and I hear their pain, and I know that there's a lot that this society could be doing for them. And unfortunately, with the economy the way it is right now, with budget cuts in every aspect of the government, a lot of the programs that have been cut are related to senior care. So we try not only to provide the caregiving services they hire us for, but to advocate for them in different ways, such as promoting legislation that are favorable to the safety and the security of seniors. And you know, several times we get involved in situations where, particularly if there are no family members around, we become the family to our seniors, and you know, it becomes personal. It really does. Many times I tell our staff and our caregivers that this is not just about providing service. You know, this is very personal to us, and this is why I have a management philosophy that I only hire people, whether they're a caregiver or every single one of my management staff, for example, has to have some experience in senior care before they can work for us. Because when they sit behind that desk and when they pick up the phone and talk to the families or the seniors that we provide service for, I'd like them to be able to say, I know what you're going through, and mean it. I want them to have experienced the pain and the suffering of the person on the other side of the phone, and provide that voice of reassurance that so many of the children of our clients are experiencing. It's very important for me that a member of my staff reflects the value and the mission of this company.
What is your vision for Home Instead?
Well, our company's mission is to be the most trusted name in non-medical home care industry. And Home Instead Senior Care is a part of an international franchise. We're actually one of 900 offices in 16 countries. So it is the leader and the most trusted name in non-medical home care. My goal for this particular office is to be that in our community, but also to go above and beyond constantly. A lot of different companies have a slogan. I think for me, if I were to create a slogan for this company, it will be, to others, it's above and beyond, and to us, it's what we do every day. And I'm very proud of the caliber of people we have here at Home Instead Senior Care. Every single one of them. I would not hire anyone that I will not trust to care for my own parents. And I can honestly say that I was a client of Home Instead Senior Care because I have hired some of my caregivers to care for my own mother.
Define for me quality care.
Quality care is putting yourself in the shoes of the other person and just giving them what you would expect for yourself. So in other words, in everything you do, you have to put your heart in it. You have to go above and beyond. Just don't take what is expected of you. Don't give what is expected, but to give more of that. And we hear that over and over from the clients and the families we serve. We actually participate in a quarterly survey by J.D. Power and Associates, which is a voluntary process. We don't have to do it, but we have volunteered to be a part of that process because we truly would like to know what our clients and their families are saying about us, as well as our caregivers. So every 3 months, J.D. Power and Associates conduct a blind survey where the callers are aware that Home Instead office will never know who said what, but our clients and caregivers are asked several questions that have to do with quality and how we are as a company, the services we provide, and the level of satisfaction they have. They answer at least about 24 questions, and over, year in and year out, this particular office experienced a very high rating from those quality care surveys.
Well, Nayda, thank you for sharing with us your thoughts. The information you've shared with us is very insightful and I'm sure very useful.
Thank you.